So technique of the week, you get stuck in quarter guard, right? If I'm in side control, I'm starting to work over in the mount, and as I get over, I clear my knee, he catches my foot at the last second, wraps it up nice and tight, we get stuck into this quarter guard position. Now, I can set up a lot of things from here. I'm still in the dominant position per se. Have I scored? No. So I can either sit here and try and get this foot cleared. I can sit here and try and starting to attack some submissions with the hopes that he opens up my leg or opens up his legs, and the moment he does, I clear, I get those full points from mount. Or I just use this grip as an opportunity to start taking better positions. A couple options that we have is taking the back off of here, right? Some of this is gonna depend on me forcing or initiating motions. Others is just gonna be based off his reaction. So for this first one of two ways that this is gonna happen. I need to get this arm across the body so I can get into a gift wrap position. I can either force it by starting to kind of work my arm up here a little bit. If he feels like I'm going for head and arm triangle, he might shoot this arm across to try and defend or start trying to turn away from me. If that's the case, I'm gonna slide up. I'm going to secure the gift wrap position. I'm going to post my foot up nice and tight. I'm gonna load myself up nice and tight behind him. Again, I want this knee sliding way up so that if he tries to turn back into me, I'm protected, and I want this foot up rather than hanging down so I have a little bit of a base, and again, I'm keeping his legs locked, right? Once I've loaded him up, I'm gonna pull him onto my lap. We're going all the way across. I see a lot of people tend to kind of like stop here, right? It's not the case because I'm not in a good position. I wanna pull all the way up and over until I'm now on the opposite side. I can now work to get this other hook in. We can start attacking the back, the chokes, everything from there. But now we just went from a quarter mount into a full-blown back position where now I can get my 4 points for getting my hooks in. And again, if we're in this situation and right away he turns away from me with his arms anyway, I'm still gonna set up the same way. So again, understand that as long as I can get this arm across or he puts the arm across, we establish that gift wrap and we turn and burn from there. Now the other option that we have, again, he bites down this foot. I'm gonna roll through. Now to do this, I need to get on the outside of this opposite arm. So I really don't care what he's doing with this arm. If he's keeping it tight, if he's moving it, doesn't matter. I just need to make sure that I move both my hands and I get on the outside of this arm. If he's got this arm as an underhook, I'm not gonna be able to roll through. So if that's the case, I gotta clear it. I gotta get my arms all the way through. I tend to kind of hunker down a little bit while I'm at least establishing this to make it difficult for him to get that underhook. The other detail here is the foot that I have caught, I wanna flex that foot. I wanna hook that foot behind his shin. I'm gonna take my opposite leg now, step all the way back so that my knee is touching my foot. Now at this point, I'm gonna start walking up on my hands. My opposite hand is going to roll through as if I'm reaching for his feet. I'm gonna roll over that shoulder. If you're getting stuck here, they're starting to fight that, I'm gonna take this top foot and I can chomp down to get that extra little push. And I'm gonna follow up, again, scoot back a little bit, and we end up right back in that back position. All right, so now let's just say we're in a situation where they have the gi, we're still stuck in this quarter mount position. Another couple of options that you have is once this guy has turned off to his side a little bit, which a lot of the times people are going to do that when they are in this quarter mount position because they want to keep this foot trapped. And a lot of times they're gonna, I'll show you here in a second, but they're gonna use this grip to reframe, recompose, and get back to a better position. Now, from here though, once they're turned on their side, I'm gonna take that same side hand, I'm going 4 fingers in right behind his neck, getting a good grip on this collar. Now this is gonna be a nice deep grip and I have 2 options. This is gonna be 100% dependent on what he does. If he turns away from me and tries to go up like into a turtle position, right? He starts turning, I can use this as a handle and I can either just follow him up, ride him like a bull, or I can sit back, pull him right into my lap, and again, we can just look to take the back from there. Now the other thing is if he turns into me, which a lot of people will bite down on this foot, they're gonna kind of extend that leg a little bit, turn into me, bring the legs up to their chest, and they're gonna use this to start kind of recomposing, making space, and get back to a dominant position, right? So if I feel them, turn back over, if I feel them starting to turn into me like that, I'm gonna keep this grip, and as he turns into me, my outside knee, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, I'm gonna bring that knee all the way down to the ground. I'm gonna post out on this foot to stop the motion from here. Now, because I put my knee on the mat, that blocks his ability to bring his knees in. Now here's the big detail. I have a nice deep grip behind his neck here because of this collar grip. I can post my chest down, I can post on the hand, I can pull on this grip, and I can get a choke finish from here, or I can bring my secondary hand up here, again, establish a good grip, I'm pulling my elbow straight back, I bring my chest down, put that pressure in, and again, we can get a choke finish from there. So nonetheless, if you get stuck in that quarter mount position, whether it's a gi or no gi, you do have options where you can reclaim a better position, a more dominant position, or we can even hit different submissions from there, depending on how this guy reacts from there. Give it a shot, stay safe.